What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm C.
I'm P.
And today, guys, things have happened, and we haven't been talking about it.
And I feel like we should be talking.
Three days now. Finally getting to
the
it
rest
now.
of the world is talking about it.
Exactly, and we're just getting to it
This is major news.
because life gets in the way and stuff.
And stuff.
We should really be more on top of these things when they happen. But
As
yeah,
always,
I'm pretty
though.
sure.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you guys know what we're going to be talking about today, and you can see it from the title. So,
Yeah.
Candace Owens' thoughts on Will Smith smacking Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Oh god, this should be interesting. Candace Owens won. And then the whole Will Smith smacking Chris Rock,
We're going to talk about it.
which will be the most...
Well, what did he say? This would be. Oh, what did he say?
It's a meme that will last forever, that much I can say.
What did Chris Rock say when he, in the. Oh, God, what did he say? This would be
I
like.
think they're going to show us.
Yeah, okay, sure. Let's begin
Anyway,
this.
don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I was waiting for you to say something.
Go ahead. Like, comment, subscribe.
Well, it's supposed to be back and forth.
Oh, I
actually.
forgot about that. It's been so long.
Jesus. This guy.
Let's begin.
Let's just do it. Did you not plug it in? I can't.
It's been a while, okay? It's been a while, guys.
Why does it sound
It's been a
so...
while. Let's try it now. There we go.
Hello and welcome. Today I feel like we have no choice but to discuss the slap heard around the world.
Ooh, I like
Nobody
how she
watches
put it.
the Oscars anymore, but over the weekend, all of that changed when millions of people worldwide began circulating a clip of actor Will Smith jumping on stage to slap the comedian host, Chris Rock, across the face for
And he
making a
looked
joke
out like-
about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. The joke was something to the effect that her new low haircut looked like she was looking to be cast in a G.I. Jane sequel. A pretty lighthearted joke by any metric, but unbeknownst to Chris Rock and also to me, and I'm sure millions of other viewers around the world who are used to seeing Jada with a low haircut, Jada is apparently suffering from a condition known as alopecia, which contributes to balding. Now, here is what's odd about the
Before she continues, I've never seen Jada Pinkett Smith, that's her full name, without her haircut being like short.
In years. She used to have it a
I
long,
have-
long time
Ever
ago.
since I saw her in The Matrix, she's always had a short haircut
Yeah.
to me. Ever since I saw her in media or in TV, she's always had a short haircut. And when she got the balding thing, I was like, oh, it's just her style. She just likes the short hairdo. So with that alone, I wouldn't automatically think she has a disease for that. Because to me, that's how I've always seen her. I don't know if Chris Rock knew
Well,
about
the way she
disease,
always talks
but-
about her life, you'd think she would mention that.
I'm pretty sure she's dead. I just don't follow her that much. So I don't
That's
really
true.
care.
I don't follow her.
But I don't know if Chris knew about it, but I certainly didn't know about it. Let's continue.
I don't think a lot of people did.
clip. Contributes to balding. Now, here is what's odd about the clip. When Chris Rock first makes the joke, Will laughs, meaning that he takes the joke as it was intended, lightly. But then he looks over and he sees that his wife does not find the joke funny, and he immediately goes from an amused attendee to a thug life husband defending the honor of his wife's hair. So he hops on stage and rather dramatically slaps Chris across the face.
It's like, what-
Then he returns to his seat and he screams, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth," much to the horror of attendees who are all at once realizing that no, this isn't a joke. He's not kidding around.
But she continues. What do you think of that? He was laughing when Chris Rock made the joke, and then the wife, Jada, was like pulling her eyes, and then he was like, "Oh shit."
I've
Okay.
heard a lot of
Okay.
people say this, and I'm tending to agree with them more and more. That she kind of
Emotionally controls him, abuses him, whatever.
like almost like taking away his like manhood kind of thing. Like he's like pretty much her bitch. So, like, he was laughing because his initial reaction, because he's also a type of comedian too. He started on a comedy TV show, so he kind of knows how certain jokes lie. So I think initially his reaction was like just a joke and laughing, and that's his friend. And he also knows how his friend jokes. And then when he saw his wife, he was like, "Oh shit! If I don't do something, I'm gonna be in trouble." But I already laughed, so I gotta do something major.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are they friends?
Yeah, they were friends. I don't know if they're friends now, but they were friends.
Let's continue.
The internet was understandably outraged by the act of violence, and making things more awkward, Will Smith subsequently won his first Oscar for his performance in the film King Richard. Now, in the aftermath, there have been calls to have the Oscar award rescinded, regarding which the Academy has not yet made an official decision. There have also, of course, been countless internet jokes and memes made at his and Chris Rock's expense. Jesse Waters of Fox News probably said it best when he offered that this is the first time that we have seen the media actually cover black-on-black crime. For all of these jokes and the rampant commentary that's being offered, there is a conversation that is being neglected, a truer assessment of what we observed on that Oscars stage. For the first time, we saw the real Will Smith. Not a Fresh Prince, not a survivor of a zombie apocalypse in I Am Legend, not a crime-fighting cop in the movie Bad Boys or the Hancock superhero, but the real Will Smith, an incredibly broken man and the residual product of a directionless society that is filled with them. The kind of society that produces men that look to their more domineering wives with their tails planted firmly between their legs for instruction on what and who they ought to be in every room.
Going in right now.
The truth is that off the big screen, Will Smith has been spiritually annihilated by his wife. Don't forget, it was Jada Pinkett Smith who openly shared with the world how she cheated on her husband, remember? And with who? Her son's friend. Yeah, Jada carried out an extramarital affair with a young man who was at first friends with her son. Then she dragged her puppy dog husband out onto the world stage and told the public, while making him sit through it, listen to it, and agree that she had the right to do what she did. Don't believe me? Take a look yourself.
Before we get into the... Actually, let's watch it first and I'll talk about it.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long.
That is not a justification for it, but I'm going to talk about it when they're done.
Since I felt good.
Right. I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband, now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all.
Okay. First of all, let's talk about her.
Like, okay.
Let's still break down. Her cheating, apparently, Will said they had an arrangement, so it wasn't cheating, I guess.
Arrangement?
They had an entanglement. But yeah, so apparently, I don't know if it's true, but apparently they had an open relationship. So whatever, you do whatever you want with your marriage, right? But the thing that was kind of effed up is that the person she did it with was her son's friend, and apparently she was helping him, recover from like what was it? Like drugs, whatever.
Drugs, I believe.
Yeah. So I feel like that is kind of shady because even though you have an open relationship, why would you
this
pick
guy
your
was
son's
staying
friend?
in their house,
Exactly.
recovering from drugs, and he's your son's friend.
Yeah.
And then that scene that Candace just showed, you were basically just telling the world how sucky a lover Will Smith is. You told the world, not once, but I think she said it like 3 times, I just wanted to feel good.
Yeah, and
So you're
that.
saying that Will Smith's dick does not make you feel good? That's literally what I got out of that.
I don't know if she was speaking strictly sexually, but just the saying that I did it because I wanted to feel good is not a good justification. There's a lot of things that would make us feel good, but we don't do it because it's the wrong thing to do.
But also in
You know
that
what I mean?
sentence, you're literally degrading your husband even more so publicly. Whether it's I feel good because of sexual reasons or feel good just in general, you're still sitting there and saying, this person made me feel better than you did, made me feel better than anybody did in years. That's literally what you said.
The whole red table talk about that conversation should have stayed like secretly in the house, private. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have did the whole table
To
talking
be honest,
about that.
I think she did that only because she wasn't able. I think they did have an open relationship. I'm not gonna lie, because I also heard rumors about Will Smith having affairs and whatnot. But the difference between Will and her is Will was able to keep a lid on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You heard rumors of it, but there was no backup to the rumors.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't able to keep a lid on it. So because of the fact that it exploded in her face, she had to have this red table talk, or else she was going to look some type of way.
Yeah, because she didn't want to look bad.
And then she didn't want to make herself look even more bad by having the red table talk just for that. So she continued the red table talk as a segment thing.
I think she didn't want to put in she was cheating. So she had to be like, God, that's not cheating. We had an open relationship. I think Will did it to kind of protect her in some way. And then now he's doing things again to protect her.
Even when he was protecting her, she was literally sitting
I
in
know,
front of
that's
his
the thing.
face, like
She
pretty
wasn't-
much laughing.
It wasn't
about
reciprocal.
him. So like,
And her whole tone in that whole conversation, I know we didn't cover it, but the whole tone in that conversation was like, no, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care what you
you're
think.
just gonna sit
I was right
there
for doing what I did.
like
and whatever.
Candace said, you're just gonna sit there like a dog with your tail between your legs.
Okay,
That's it. That's
let's
your job.
Let's continue.
Takeaway from this interview was that they together represented some newer, more progressive form of what it means to be in a marriage, which is to say, not being in a real marriage at all. Will Smith today is someone who should be pitied, not prosecuted in a courtroom or even persecuted in the public eye, but pitied by every person who has the clarity to see how our society, as sponsored by the perversion of these Hollywood types, is falling apart. Will Smith is what Jordan Peterson cautions against. He's nothing more than a casualty in the great war against masculinity. G.I. Jane, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen the 1997 movie, tells the story of a woman being integrated into the all-male space of the United States military. It is the inspired tale of the loss of one woman's femininity to meet the grueling physical demands of the more masculine environment that she finds herself in. And so, though perhaps not the punchline that Chris Rock had intended, I have to agree that yes, Jada Pinkett would be the perfect individual to play that role in the remake. And not because of her hair, obviously, but because of her success in stripping her husband of any trace understanding of what it means to be a real man. And let me tell you, Will, it isn't slapping a man across the face because your wife tells you to. I'm sorry to say that real manhood is not won on a stage at the Oscars with a meaningless trophy. Rather, real manhood begins and ends in your own household. It starts with the first step of being able to accurately identify what a good man, what a good woman, and what a good, meaningful relationship even is. And with that, we wish you luck, Will, on your real-life pursuit of happiness.
Positive happiness.
She's just
I see what you did there, Candace. Oh, okay.
Candace.
I can't help but think about the song "Will" by Jonah Lucas. He was praising him
Yes.
for everything he's done. Of course, everything he's done is not, this is counted, right? But now, not because he was saying, I want my family to basically be like your family, whatever. I wonder what he thinks now about, the song "Will," right? By Jonah Lucas. I wonder what Jonah thinks now about that song.
Yeah.
Does he really think the same way as he did in the past?
I think a lot of people are questioning that, not just about that song in general, but just questioning how, because, he was very inspiring. You're talking about a kid that came from hardship and made a big impact in television and movies, and his belief system was very strong. And somewhere along the way, whether it was because of Jada or it was because of a lot of other things plus Jada, he kind of crumble down into this little man that we see now.
She said something in the beginning that was interesting. From what she said, could it be that the Will Smith that we think we know, is actually fake Will Smith? It's the Will Smith that he shows to people because he's a movie star, so he's got to show a certain type of character or whatever. And then in private, it's a different type of Will Smith. Like she said that today we the first time we've seen the real Will Smith.
Yeah.
Could there be some
Well, I think a lot of celebrities do that.
That's what I'm saying. But you describe him as the guy who was whatever.
Because I think back when he was younger, because when you look at him when he was in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, before he became famous with those movies and stuff like that, there was like a rawness to him because he didn't have all that
Hollywood,
Hollywood thing. Because so you saw pieces of him that showed his character as a person, and then when he was doing these movies and these roles and stuff like that, and we would see him, we believed it because of the fact of what we saw when he was Fresh Prince.
Yeah, well, I didn't know him back then, so I don't know.
But like she said, it could be that it was all just a persona like most Hollywood stars do, and the real him showed, or it could be that between many different things that happened in his life, mostly his wife, he got broken down into this little man that he is now.
And I think the entanglement issue was like the last
straw.
Yeah, because
Probably.
I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put that
on air,
like for everybody to see. I just
probably
don't know
her.
Probably, but it's I just don't know why he agreed to it. Like I said, probably because she controls him. I don't know, guys. I'm just speculating here. But like, I wouldn't. If my wife cheated on me, I would not. I'd be like, yo, we had a difference of like.
Even if you had an open relationship, though.
Even though I wouldn't like
air it.
If I had an open relationship with my wife, I wouldn't air that. At all because it's private. You know what I mean? So I just don't know why they did it.
Especially if you're like in the spotlight. Like,
exactly.
Shouldn't you be smarter than that? I feel like if I had the fame that they had, and I decided that I was going to be in an open relationship with my partner, and I would make sure that we're being smart.
Listen, and then your husband, have sex with your daughter's friend.
I'd be like, you're a fucking moron. Like,
yeah, but you think you don't want that out.
Especially with the person you had it with. You have to know the person that you had this entanglement with. Already, the person alone, this is going to go out. Because that person is A, young, B, a rap singer that likes to rap about shit like this. And that alone should say it all. That would spread like wildfire.
Last thing I would say is that if they had an open relationship, and it's whatever, but I think the fact that, I will keep that private, but whatever, right? I can do whatever I want. But the fact that she did that with your son's friend and y'all still decide to I just think that's messed up. But yeah, guys, all I gotta say for this video, we got 2 more coming out today. So we get 3 videos today because we gotta catch up because we've been behind.
But it seems like it doesn't matter because this thing seems like it's gonna go on.
Yeah, because 2 days ago I was like, shouldn't even really do this anymore because people was gonna start talking about it, and then it's still going on.
Still talking about this.
So here you go, guys. Today,
the memes
3 videos
alone are gonna last forever. Those memes, oh my god.
All right, guys. See you in the next video. Later on.
Like,
comment,
subscribe. Bye.
Look, I was trying to do this time, but bye. Bye.